In this video, I'm going to show you how we can create a chat app using MIT App Inventor. As a backend to store all chats, we are going to use here Back4App platform. So here we go, the step by step. Open the MIT App Inventor platform and click on the new project, and my project name is Chat App New, and okay. As you can see here, this is our first screen. Okay. Now I'm going to do here one, click on the user interface and click on the layout now, and just drag and drop the one vertical arrangement. This is going to be our first screen of our app. So I'm going to make it the height and width is fill parent. And I'm going to use here one, click on the user interface, one text box to get the input from the user of their name. Okay. So suppose let's try to just drag and drop that one. And I'm going to just drag and drop one button also. So click on the vertical arrangement and make all the thing in like center. Simple. Now click on that button and just say here, chat now. And you can just change all the colors. So I'm going to use this one. Go to the MIT App Inventor, change the vertical arrangement background color like this. Go to the custom and paste it like this. Now I need to change the button color. So I'm going to do this green one. Okay. And just change the background color like this. And okay. Chat now. You can make it font bold, or you can just increase the size of that font like 18 like this. And click on the text box and change the hint text that should be like your name like this. Done. Now whenever someone click on the chat now button, so they will redirect to another screen. It means I'm going to just hide this vertical arrangement layout. Okay, like this visual off, and I'm going to open another arrangement. Okay, so use the layout and just drag and drop here the vertical arrangement like this, and make this width and height is fill parent like this. So this is going to be our main screen. We can use this screen to send the messages. First of all, I'm going to just use here the one layout, and I'm going to use here one horizontal arrangement also, and just make that is width is fill parent like this. Click on the horizontal arrangement and make this width is fill parent like this. Click on the user interface, and I'm going to use here the list view to display all the chats. Okay, like this. And I'm going to make horizontal arrangement height is going to be like 20% something like this. And the list view, I'm going to just make it as width is fill parent like this. Now in the left side you will see the button option. Click on that button, drag and drop it here. And I need to drag and drop one text box also where I can add the message, and I need to use that button to send my message. So I can just say here the button name is send like this. Okay, send message, make it font bold, make the horizontal arrangement like all the thing in a center like this. Okay, and you need to just change that button background or change the font size of that. So I'm going to make it like 18, it's fine. And go to the color plate and choose any color from here like this, and change the background color like this, and change the text color also to make it white like this, and use the vertical arrangement. Okay, and make sure the horizontal arrangement should be background color is, change the background color, and done. It's done. So this is our overall screen. Now click on that screen option 1 and change that screen name. It's just a app title, app like this. Cool. This is the overall design. So I'm going to use here the backend. So for the backend, I'm going to use here that platform called Back4App. So we are going to store all the chats, all the messages in this platform. Okay. So let me just show you how you can connect that Back4App with your MIT App Inventor apps. So let's click on the back4app.com website and click on the sign up button and just click on sign up with Google. So I already have the account. So I'm going to click on the login and log in with my Google account. Now it's done. Now, as you can see here, you have the option of dashboard, my apps, docs, a lot of things. Now you need to click on the new app option. Click on here, or you can just directly click on the new app here. And we need to choose like backend, container, or AI agent. So I'm going to choose here the backend. And in the backend, we have two options for the database. It's NoSQL database and the Postgres. So I'm going to use the Postgres. And my app name is like chat new app. That's my app name. Okay. Now I'm going to click on the I'm not a robot and click on create. And we need to wait some second, and that platform configured everything for you, and it's done. So now, first of all, we need to create a class here. So in the left side, you will see here the add class option in the database. You can see that this is a database. Okay. Now click on the add class, and you can add the custom class. So my custom class name is suppose data, or you can add like as a messages, like because we are storing all the data, all the thing in this class. So my class name is data now. And now we need to just click on the create class and add column. So click on this. We need to use here the column name. So we are going to use the two columns. First the name, the person name who is going to send the message, and the another tag is for the message that we need to store. So for the name, I'm going to just add here the name. Okay, this is the column name. So add and continue. And this is going to be a string also, of course. And make sure the name, this is the message. So I'm going to just say here the message like this. Now we need to click on the add option only. Now we have created here database. As you can see here, the name is string and a message is a string. That's it. Now I'm going to fill the data manually here, first row. Okay, click on the add row and I need to fill the data. I suppose name is TCV like this, enter, and the message is hello world like this, and enter. Now we just need to click on the add and the data is added. Now I'm going to check how this will work. How can I fetch that data? So I need to use that data in MIT App Inventor platform. So in the left side, you will see here the API option. Click on this and click on the console. So we are going to test it, how this will work. So as you can see here, the get, you see the classes and the user. So first the classes, just type here classes. Our class name is, so we need to go to the database, and you can see the class name is data. So go to the API console, just put here classes / and data and click on the send query. And you can see you have the data. Name is TCB and the message is hello world. You can get all the JSON format from the database to MIT App Inventor. Now we need to convert that JSON format and we need to display as a list. So how we can do this? So first of all, we need to find out how we can integrate it, how we can convert all the data and how we can fetch the data. Click on the REST API guide, click on it. Okay. Now scroll down here like this and you will see the option of post and get. So first of all, we need to get the data, okay, in our list. You can see this is our app. In this list, I need the data, okay, what I have done the chat with anyone. So I need all the data. So click on the retrieving object, just click on it. And first of all, you can see here, we need to pass the header. So we can directly use this code in the MIT App Inventor. So we are going to use the dictionary to create the header. So before creating the header, we need to use here the URL also. Okay, as you can see here, your parse server here, this one URL. So how we can get this? So it's simple. Let's go back. Okay, like this, go back to our platform here in our app and click on the app setting option in the left side and scroll down and you will see the parse API. You can see the parse API.back4app.com. Just copy this. Okay. Now we know that, let's go here, documentation. You can see that's the server. Then we need to use the classes name and there are that classes. So simple is that what I'm going to do here, go to the MIT App Inventor. We need to use here the web apps, okay, because we are integrating here the APIs. So in the left side, click on in the user interface and scroll down, you will see here the option of connectivity. And you can see the web option, just drag and drop it here like this. Click on the web and we need to paste the URL. And which URL we need to paste? So let me just show you that URL. It's just, this is the API we need to use, but class, just use the classes and slash, our class name is data, right? Where you will find that data? Class name, you can see that we have just created here the data. Okay, as you can see here, you can see this also. You can see classes we just passed here, classes and data, and once you pass this, you will receive that data. Okay, cool. So we need to use it. Okay, parse API.back4app.com classes data. Just copy that URL, go to the MIT App Inventor, paste that URL in the URL of web. That's it. Done. Now we have the URL. Now we need to pass the header. So go to the block and we need to create a header. Click on the variable, initialize this and name this header and click on the dictionary and you will see the make a dictionary. Call it here. Now we need a key and value. So use the text format and just drag and drop it here like this multiple times, like this, and like this. Okay. Now we need to use the data. So go to the documentation again. And you can see the x-parse application ID. Just copy this, okay? Copy this, go to the MIT App Inventor, paste it here as a key. Now we need to find the value, okay? So first of all, I need two things like parse REST API key also and the application ID. Both I'm gonna paste it here like this. And now I need to find the application ID and the REST API ID. So go to your app here, and in the left side, you will find the app setting option. And under this, you can see the security and keys. Click on it. You can see the application ID. This one, we just need to copy this like this. Go to our app, and this is our application ID. Paste it here. Go here, and you can see here the of REST API key. This one, just copy this, show it, copy this, and go here and paste it here like this. Okay. Now we have the API application ID and we have the REST API key. That's it. Okay. Now we need to fetch the data. Okay. So we need to call the API. So for that, I'm going to just click on the screen, and whenever the screen will initialize, so I'm going to get all the chats in this list view here. Okay. Go to the block. So for that, we need to call here click on the web view. You will see here the option of get, this one. But before calling the get, wget, we need to pass the header also. So click on the web, and you will see here the option of header. You can see the set web1.request header, this one. Call it here, and our header value is this header. Call it like this. Then we just call here web.get. So after getting the data from this API, okay, so we need to use it. So you can see the web.context. Once we call this, so automatically we need to call this so we can have the data. Okay, so we need to display all the data. But what I need here, you can see here, go to here and go to the database and go to data. So suppose someone chat with like PCB is chat like hello world, or some other person is also chat like this. So what I need to do here, I need to get the messages only. I don't want to name all the names again and again, because what I will do after posting or when I post the data, I can include the name in the chat. So I need the message only. Okay. So how can I get it? So it's very simple. Go here. So we'll initialize the data variable. Click on variable. You can see the initialize the local like this. Now you can just name it like DIC. Okay, dictionary. Whatever the data I'm getting as a JSON, I need to convert it to as a dictionary. Okay. So how can I get it? So it's simple. Click on the web, and you will see here that JSON text decode with dictionaries. So call it, and then response content like this. Okay. Now we are calling it. Now we are converting it. Now we need to fetch all the data. So how we can do this? First of all, click on that list view and set list view element. Just find it here, like this one. Call it here, like this. Okay. Now after this here, we need to do one thing. We need to call here. Click on the dictionary, list by, you can see list by walking key path. Okay, just call it here like this simply. Now in the key path, we need to make a list. So click on the list, and you will see here the option of make a list. And we need to use here the one more item. And the list, I'm going to just make it like, just go to the text like this. Okay, for both the list, I just need to make it here the results. Okay, and I need to do one thing here. Go to the dictionary, and you will see here the option of key walk all at label. Okay, and which value we need to find? We need to find you can see that is called, go to the, here is database. You will see we need to find the message, this field. Okay, so message, so just type here, that's it. You need to find message. So in dictionary of list, in which dictionary? So this is the dictionary. We just got it. So that will find all the data, okay, by the messages that is stored, that all the same in the list. It's simple. Okay, we need to post the data, but I need to do one thing here. Go to the design. You can see this is our app. Okay, but here you will find this. We have one more screen right here. So wherever someone put their name and then click on the chat now button, it means button 1. So we need to save that name. So automatically, whenever someone, send a message, so we'll add their name directly on the chat. Okay. So how we can do this? So let's go to the blog. So whenever someone click on the button 1, so this one, button 1, like this. So I'm going to just create one variable here. Let's click on the variable, and the variable name is the name of him. And I'm going to store here the value is right now the null, like this. And when people click on the button 1, so I need to set that name value, okay, that name value as the text box 1.text value. And then I need to hide my current vertical arrangement, visual of this one, false. And I need to enable the another main screen. It means vertical arrangement 2. And that is going to be true, like this. Okay. Now let's go to the design. So we have done this screen. Let's come back to that main screen. Now, whenever someone click on, that send button, and whenever they type anything in the text box, we need to send that message to our database here, and we need to get that value again in the chat. Okay. So go to the block again. So for that, we need to pass one more thing in the header. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create one more header here. So just copy and paste header like this. And I'm going to just put that header name is suppose header 2. Okay, this is for the post. Okay, same thing, but I need to add one more is like just click on setting here and click on one more pair like this. And the text, same text field we need to use here, but we need to use a different value. Okay, so just paste it like this, paste it. So here you'll see whenever you post, okay, so go to the here in the requirement, and you will see here, scroll down, and you will see the option of posting the data. So go back, and you will see here the creating object. Click on this. You will see this is the same app ID, this is the REST API, but we need to pass the content type. Okay, so just copy this content type like this. But here you can see the content type is application JSON, but we need to send as, the another format. So for that, I'm going to use here the application/xwww from URL encoded. This format, I'm going to send the data. So go to the MIT App Inventor and just paste it here. That's it. So we are passing the data in this format. Okay. So how we can pass it? So it's simple. So whenever someone click on the button 2, it means the send button. So we need to send the data. Okay. We need to call the header. Simple. Okay. So click on the web view again, like just this one, and you will see the header, set header option. This one, this request header, and this time I'm going to request the header 2 like this. So as you can see here, we have done when we are getting the request, when we are fetching the data, we are requesting here the header 1. You will see here this one here, this one, header 1. Okay. And because this time we are posting and we have a different header, so that's why I called the header 2. Click on the web and you will see here the post option, post text. You can see this one. Just call it here. Now we need to post the data. So click on the text and you will see here that this join. Just call it here. Now I need to, use here the tag. So which value I'm going to post and where I am going to post. So we know header we are going to post it all the data here. But in which field I need to store the data? So I have the name and the message. Simple to think. So name, so I'm going to just put here the name like this and equal. And what is the name? So name is that we have created the variable already about the name, that one. So we are going to store the name like this. Now we need to create more strings like this. Like this. And here just copy paste this one. Now we are going to store another value called message. So before this, I'm going to use here the ampersand and message like this. Let's just confirm it. Okay, message, yes. And what's the message is? A message is text box 1.text like this. So we are storing the data here using this. I'm going to add one more thing here. I'm going to add the name in the message. So how can you do this? So it's simple is that you can do one more thing here. Just use the text and use the join. So whenever you are passing the message like this, so you can use your one more, string to separate by, slash or comma or something. Here you can just use the dash value and you can pass it by the name. So I'm going to use here that variable name. Okay. Now we have this. Now what we need to do here, one more thing, we need to get, again, we need to call it get this one method. Why I'm calling it again? Because, I can create a procedure for that. Because whenever we save the data, we need to fetch again the data at the real time. Okay. So we can have the same chat on our list. So it's simple. So how we can do this? So I'm going to just create a procedure here. So I don't need to call it this code again and again. So I'm going to call it here, like this here. And I'm going to call this procedure on the screen initialization, like this. And again, that procedure on where? In the last, when we are sending the data, like this. But when we send the data, so we need to just, like do one thing, text box 2.text, set this as null because someone else need to be again type, right? That's why, simple. Code, what you need to do in the enter message, make sure this should be equal. This is important, okay? This is really important. Make sure we need to do one thing, like this is equal, message equal, okay? And that text box should be text box 2, like this, okay? That we need to do. Why? Because this is our text box 1 and that sending message is text box 2. Simple. That's it. That's our overall app. Let's click on the refresh campaign. Let's connect it and let's see how this will work. This is our app. Now just type here anything. So your name. So my name is suppose the TCB. Okay, let's click on the chat now. So hello and just click on send. You can see the hello TCB is here. Let me just try to check this is saving in our database or not. You can see this is. Just refresh it and you will see all the data there saving here like this. Okay, it means you are sending this chat to this data. Now whenever anyone on the world can use this app and chat in this app. So if you have any doubt related to this platform or anything, so you can ask me on the comment section. I will definitely help you on that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.